Lawson. I'm your host. I'm also the founder of Jam Clothing, where it's a community for fashion and outer expression of inequalities. I'd like to introduce my guest, Dwight Bolden.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
And we're gonna get it started. So yeah, just tell me about your story.
Well, I mean, where you want me to start? We could start from, the AU days.
Yeah.
Roy University, playing basketball, playing football, doing your thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or are you talking about like before that,
Wherever you want to start, man.
Well, I'm a guy from Springfield, Illinois.
Yeah.
Raised there, born in Dallas, Texas. Played basketball, soccer, track. Did the sports thing. God, I hate this weather. I'm just so stuffed up. But did the sports thing, stick with it through college, and really just I like talking to people.
Yeah.
I've always liked the aspect of fashion and stuff like that. In high school, my senior year, the state journal register. So the state journal register.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Illinois State Journal Register.
Yeah.
They had the area's most best dressed or something like that, and I won that award. It was like some one page. I got it framed in my room. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Thanks, Mom. But
you gotta be proud of your accomplishment.
exactly. So I was just I've always liked fashion, trying to be different. To just pushing the limits with it a little bit. And I've always tried to do that in life.
Yeah.
See where you can get with it.
Okay. All right. So you're obviously a part of God Gifted.
Obviously.
And you just had the pop-up experience
Right.
last night. It was a 1 year anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me how that experience was for you.
Well, it was really a crazy experience for me. When you think of something okay, this is what I've made.
Yeah.
I and my friends, we made this, and then having these opportunities at different places, in order to ride at places like people really know.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's a great feeling. I haven't been this happy in a while.
Yeah.
Schoolwork, work, extracurricular activities, stuff like that. It's a rare opportunity where you work on something that, you and some friends really did, and you made it happen. And it turned out great.
Yeah.
And your night just continued to get great, better and better. It's just how can you not be happy?
Yeah, absolutely. How did that all come together for you?
I mean, I was tasked with, talking to some people, picking up the beanies from Springfield. We got them made in Springfield. So, coming from Macomb, driving to Springfield, and then driving up to Chicago.
Yeah. All
in one day. That was my Friday right there. And then when we got here, it was just okay, right to business. We're setting up, we're taking stock, really getting everything down to a T, how the next day is supposed to run, how we needed to run.
Yeah.
It was up till 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, really working the whole time. Good vibes, played a little bit of music, played some basketball on YouTube or whatever, watch highlights. We're really just getting work done. It was decent. It was really nice to see the work pay off.
Damn, that's dope. So how are y'all moving as a team? What does that look like?
It's each person has something specific that they're good at, but it's not just one thing that we're good at. I'm good at 3 different things. Thomas is good at 3 different things. D-Lo's good at 3, 4 different things. So when we finally get to come together, because I'm in Macomb, I'm 3.5 hours away.
Yeah.
That's a far drive. I got class and everything. Thomas has class. He has his basketball thing. D-Lo has work, class. It's hard for at least me. They can kick it. They're up here together.
Yeah.
But for me to come up here and really all of us mash together, it's nice. We work well together. We all have the same common mindset. It's literally parts of a brain. And when we come together, it just works out perfectly.
Okay. All right. Are y'all just talking on the phone, sending emails because of the distance thing?
Yeah, okay. Emails. Me and Thomas. Thomas will FaceTime me 2-3 times a day.
Okay.
Just saying what's up though. Just
right.
Sometimes it won't even be about business. It just be about us. Hey, what's up, bro? What are you up to? What you been up to? I wasn't as good at Adobe Photoshop at first, but then I'll show him some stuff I'll be making for other people or whatever, because I'll be consulting a little bit.
Yeah.
But he'll be like, Dwight, you came a long way, because I remember when you were drawing it out and then taking a picture and sending it to me and having me make it to now you making stuff that look icy and decent.
Yeah.
It's like it's nice to see that. I mean, I stay in contact with him. More contact I need to get with D'Lo, just because like me and him, we met each other before, but we haven't really like been able to kick it the same level like Thomas and him have been able to kick it. But no, that's my homie on everything. What I see live, what up, D'Lo? What's happening? What's up, man? You know, it's nice. We all work well, very very well.
That's good, man. That's good. So you're at Western, right?
Correct.
Okay. So what is it like going at Western? What's your major right now?
Sports broadcasting with a minor in marketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you plan on doing working with radio stations and stuff like that in the future?
Well, currently internshipping at WKIA 100, you know, Esther McComb radio station, local station or whatever, McDonough County. I do plan on working in radio. My personal goal, that's just one for me, I want to have like a talk show where I talk to like, you know, designers, upcoming artists, stuff like that. Something where I can sit back, relax, and really just, you know, feel the vibe instead of having the, you know, this is what I got to do to work.
Right.
Or even like working in sales and marketing, you know, being able to sales pitch and stuff like that. I don't mind doing that. I mean, it's decent. It's something I do. It's something I've always done, so might as well do it. Just what really feeling out really what I want to do in life and what's most profitable for me, but like the people around me too.
Right. It's not always about profit though. You should, you know, always follow your passion.
Exactly. You gotta be happy.
Right.
I wouldn't want to be like a doctor or anything, even though they make like a lot of money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that, or even like, I don't know, if you're not happy, what's the point of doing it?
Absolutely.
Like money is nice, yes, but if you're not happy, that money not gonna do nothing for you.
Right. Right.
So
we got the new collection.
of course.
Tell me a little bit about it, the inspiration, the design.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. See, Thomas was the mastermind behind this.
Okay.
He was the mastermind behind all of this. Me being a Macomb, it's hard for me to really get the feel of what he's doing. Like I'll see mock-ups of stuff, and they won't even be completed on his side either. But I'll have a general idea.
Yeah.
But I'm almost as surprised as you when I'm walking in.
Okay.
And that's what I really like about it, because like I'm good at talking, you know, doing my thing in front, you know, talking to people, doing stuff like this, going to events, emceeing events, you know, hosting events and stuff like that. Thomas is really like the mastermind. That man's like Leonardo DiCaprio, like Da Vinci up there.
Yeah.
And like his mind just works a different kind of way from mine. And I like sometimes we match heads, but it's like I understand exactly where he's coming from, because he's thinking so much farther ahead.
Yeah.
And it just takes me a second. I'm all about getting it done now, but Thomas sees the future, and that's what I like about Thomas.
That's good. You need short term and long term like thinking, ways of thinking.
Exactly, and it works well because, in all honesty, I'm a promotions person. I go out, I get the product sold.
Right.
That's what I do. I talk to people. You know, something amazing happened last night.
What?
Is it okay I share?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Mr. Greeks. Mr. Greeks here in Chicago.
Right, okay. All right.
Walking up, me, Thomas, and D'Lo, we're after the pop-up, driving around. 45 minutes, we're hitting Yui's in the street trying to find somewhere to eat because, you know, D'Lo's 20. So he can't come into the bars with us.
Yeah.
So we're like, man, forget it. Let's just go to Mr. Greeks. After 45 minutes of driving around, we pull up, we walk in, we see some guys sitting at a table, right? We order our food. And then D'Lo looks at him, he's looking at him, walk by, and I order my food, I stand over there. This guy walks up to me, right? And he looks over the counter at the clerk. He's like, yo, where's the trash can at? The clerk didn't understand him. Thomas is looking at him real hard, I peep it. And he's like, yo, where's the trash can? And I look over like, hey, yo, it's right here. He's like, I bet. So he throws away his stuff. Thomas looks at him, are you Trey Burke? Like, he was like, yeah. And he was like, all right. Like, we just fresh out the collection. Like, so we got everything going on. Thomas, did you just say Trey Burke? Like,
and Trey Burke from
Michigan, like NBA, Utah Jazz,
right.
Trey Burke.
Right.
Like, what? Hey, Trey. Hold up. So I run over there. I'm like, yo, we just dropped this collection today, bro. What you think of it? You know, he's like, yeah, it's decent. I'm like, what size you wear? He's like, a large arm. Here, just take it right off. Just take it right off. Here, take it. I don't even need it.
Right.
Thomas came over, gave him the spiel about, what we was doing and everything. He said, he gave him a card, or I gave him my card. Later that night, we're back, we're eating Mr. Greeks. Thomas DM'd him while we're eating Mr. Greeks. And, we're like, okay, it's fresh, he might respond. What? Trey Burke respond.
That's wild.
Thomas sends another one. Trey Burke respond. That's how much better from like the original drop. Like that was amazing. Like that made my night. This Trey Burke, it gave me a headache. That's how happy I was.
That's dope, man.
Woo. But yes, just lots of amazing experiences last night. It was great.
Yeah, I'm sure like just the way that last night went and then that happening, it's just like a series of good events. Yeah,
it's like the icing on the cake on the
absolutely.
very top. Y'all ever had Steak and Shake?
Yeah.
Strawberry shake and they put the cherry on top. That's how you can tell I'm hungry right now. I ain't even eating breakfast today.
Yeah, and I ain't eat either, man. So we probably can just go get some after this.
Oh yes, of course. Got to.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, what kind of mentors do you have, or do you have any inspirations behind like what you're doing?
So I got a homie back home. His name's Nefarious Cloud, aka Cool Shit.
Okay.
That's his brand, coolshit.com.
Okay, yeah, I think I met him.
Yep, the homie with the braid,
Right.
not the braid, like the XXX tattoo on guy.
Right.
But he had it first. He's had this since 2012. Y'all don't get it wrong.
All right.
Half and half,
Right.
blonde, 6'5", light skinned fella.
Right.
But no, he opens my mind about how to really navigate through life and talk to people and how you react and reactions coming back to you. And then he's doing his artist thing and everything. I'm looking at him and how he operates his brand, and really just like envisioning how I want mine to look. Cause he produces his own music.
Okay.
He writes his own lyrics. He has his own artist, and he has his own brands.
Wow.
And he's throwing parties at colleges too.
That's dope. He's doing everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
While he's working.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, if he can do that and like hold his own,
Yeah.
why can't I? Why can't me and my friends do that?
Right.
How can I take knowledge that he's given me and apply it to my life in a positive way, as he has applied it to me?
That's dope.
Trying to help my little brothers out too. Trying to help them along. Anybody who need help, really, I'm down to talk to, because everybody needs somebody to talk to at some time. I just happen to have him.
Yeah.
And then like even people I meet along the way, you,
Yeah. Yeah.
like we're different types of people.
Yeah.
And I can see that, I see you, we're different type of people. We don't operate the same as other people.
Right.
God gifted but separate from the rest.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And talk about like feel love. Do you like what does that mean to you?
Feel love is like, right, everybody in America right now, everything, the racial tensions, tensions with stuff happening overseas, even people in office and stuff like that. Everybody's kind of just not very positive right now.
Yeah.
So the Feel Love collection, everybody just needs to feel the love, feel God's love.
Yeah.
Like this, instead of all this negative energy. Like when I was at the pop-up, I felt love.
Yeah.
Like
I
it was
definitely felt love in the
like it wasn't no type of negative, nothing. Everybody cool, like like in the college movies, people just kicking it.
Right. Yeah. Everybody was talking to each other.
Exactly. Wasn't nobody
having a
in
good conversation.
Share.
Yeah.
Everybody was sharing the experience, feeling the love right at the event, because it was just like we really tried to give that feel, and we really gave it off.
Right.
So we really. That look, you just answered the question on one of the things I have for Thomas, low key. Because we have in December 3rd at Western Illinois University, the PPMT, that's Picture Perfect Modeling Troupe.
Okay.
They're a modeling organization.
Okay.
So they're having a runway show in December 3rd. So we're gonna have sneak peek. We're gonna have some of the collection there, of course.
Yeah.
Especially with some stuff that we weren't able to have at the pop up.
Okay.
So it's gonna be some stuff that has.
So you got more.
Yeah, we got more.
All right.
Oh, we got more.
Yeah, we'll look up.
You got a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got that coming up. So it's like trying to get a feel for what the models like how we want them to look, how we want the music to be, and I just kind of answered a few questions just by talking.
Right.
So yeah, that's gonna be decent. That's December 3rd. More information will be probably coming about that soon. Supposed to be getting a flyer or something.
All right. Dope, man. That sounds
But
dope.
yeah, lots of moves.
Yeah.
So many moves.
Yeah. You got any other moves you can talk about?
Let me see.
Well, we know that GG Media is launching, so
GG Media, that's gonna be something decent. Oh yeah,
so can you talk a little bit about that?
GG Media is gonna be like, I don't even know, like the broadcasting side.
Right.
Something that I'd be doing, like, going out, interviews with people, talking to people, music, talking to musicians, events. Hopefully, like, even like a little podcast going. Hope more than likely, the more we get comfortable with it and everything, moving forward that way, getting like a programming, like people would actually like short little stuff that we would do.
Okay.
Like Thomas is low key in the cuts of making some out. Can't display, what it is, but he in the cuts of making some. Yeah. Shout out to T Cuts with 2 T's. Right. Got me right with the haircut, y'all. He always gets me so fresh. I gotta go back. Put my do-rag back home. But yeah, Thomas is always in the cuts with something. Like I said, he's a mastermind. Yeah. So he's, I'm not even thinking GGTV. I'm thinking, okay, New Year's, Thanksgiving, spring drops, winter drops, more stuff like that. Yeah. How can we improve upon something that we've improved upon? Like from the first drop to the first pop-up to the second pop-up, there's things that we improved on. Of course, we had stuff that went wrong at times. Yeah. But it never set us back. Always got through it. Always kept working. So it's really seeing how we can improve upon something that was amazing.
Yeah. That's a good mentality to have, man.
And that's what I'm really trying to push at. Yeah. That's why I feel like me and Thomas work well together. And then D-Lo is just like the icing on the cake. He's just like, ugh. That man, oh man, his connections are amazing. That's dope. Like there they go right now. Yeah, the GG crew right there. Yes.
But yeah, what about your like words? Like what's some like words of advice that you live by?
In everything I do, I'm relentless. Yeah. I am relentless. Like I refuse to lose. Almost. It's like a bad obsession. Like in order for me to succeed, I have to write everything down. I write everything down. I have like 3 or 4 notebooks. I write everything down in, and really just staying on top of everything. Like really, like when I write something down, I have a notebook. I could have brought it in with me. I have this black marker. I write everything down in pen. When I get done with it, I black it off.
That's dope.
And to me, that's like the perfect thing to me in life is like getting something done and like really like accomplishing things. So when I mark that off, like that makes me happy. Like that just made my life easier.
Absolutely.
I can relax now. I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's gone literally with that black marker. So like really staying on top of your stuff and just being relentless. Like, cause everybody knows like life will pop stuff at you. You'll get distracted.
Hell yeah.
You'll be over in Timbuktu when you're supposed to be in Chicago. Yeah. So it's like, man, when you get something done, to me that just makes me happy. So I mean, if somebody can get something done, if everybody gets something productive done every day, look how life will treat you.
Absolutely.
You get nice things, you get stuff done, and that's how I felt about the pop-up. I drove 4 hours and was up to damn near 4.5, and then worked up until 5 o'clock in the morning. And we got up at 9 and started working again. Like, man. This is my weekend. Yeah. I'm not getting no money from this. Right. This everything we do goes back into the company. We give it back right into the company and make everything better. Right. We're not spending nothing on nobody else's nothing. We working on us. Yeah. So it's like working that hard is really that is essential. Like this is my weekend. I could be at Western Illinois turning up with my friends. Yeah. But I choose to do this. I treat this like my schoolwork. That's dope. Because I want to make this my job. So I mean, it just has to be relentless the whole time.
Yeah, that's good, man. I'm glad you're thinking that way because it starts now.
It really does.
It starts now.
I mean, I honestly wish I would have started a little bit earlier, started thinking like this. Yeah. But hey, everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Is there anything else you want to talk about in terms of God gifted? Like what other interests that you have outside of sports broadcasting, outside of God gifted?
So I really like fashion.
Okay.
I've always been into fashion. I'm gonna put into the works a way to make some custom clothing, like some real like individual pieces, like some real like designer stuff.
Mm-hmm. For you to wear, or for just
I mean,
just you're gonna be releasing your own?
Yeah, like I do a little consulting thing.
Okay.
It's like I make stuff, you know, I'll make it, I'll mock it up, I'll see what it look like, maybe even put it on a shirt, might even rock it around campus.
Right.
Just to see what people react,
Yeah.
from serious stuff to kidding stuff to, I mean, maybe even some like future designs I want to try out, you know, with this, I might try out with that first, just to see how it'll look, just to see how the reactions come. Because in reality, it's my piece.
Right.
And like, really, like I said, like each of us being good at something, like I want to get good at like sewing, I want to get good at designing clothes, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's going to take some studying, but I mean, I know how to do Adobe now. I ain't never used Adobe before a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You learn so much.
Yeah.
It's really just like sustaining the information like in your head, keeping it and everything like that.
That's awesome. You got any like long-term goals for yourself?
Well, I'm gonna say it now. I plan on retiring by 40. So if I don't hold me to that, yeah, I plan on retiring by 40, most definitely. I'm gonna make that happen. I don't know how I'm gonna make it happen, but I'm gonna make it happen. I got plan A, B, C, D, as my mom would say. You say plan A don't work, plan B don't work, C. Yeah. Have it in the works. Have something in the works at all time.
Right.
You know, all the time. Always thinking about something.
That's awesome. So somebody's in your position. You're talking to somebody that's in the same position you're in. What kind of advice would you give them?
Be to people what you would want people to be to you. Don't be somebody you're not. Don't be fake. Like, you see me, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna act the same regardless. Like,
yeah.
Don't be fake, because in this business, like, the more fake you are, less people are gonna trust you. You need these people's trust.
Absolutely.
Like, the customer is not only a customer; they're a part of the company.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because customers are what make the company.
Yeah.
Without the customers, there is no company.
Absolutely.
So you really you want to treat everybody in a manner that you would want to be treated in, while also being yourself. Don't throw no flaws. Don't try and flash anything. Be you. Be only you. That's the only thing you really can do in life. And if the more you be you, then the more God will show you like you're doing the right thing. Like the pop-up shop. Like, I was there and I was just happy. I was just so happy. It was hard for me to smile how happy it was. It was just like, man.
Yeah.
But it's like, the more we worked hard for this. I talked to people. Thomas talked to people. D-Lo talked to people. Everybody was putting their input in. It's like, the more connections you make, be what you would want to be to people, like how you would want them to be to you. Courteous. Treat everybody with respect, regardless. But don't take that respect and let you be walked upon.
Right.
Be solid, be firm with what you believe. Don't falter. Stay the path. Be humble. Stay the path.
That's good advice. All right. So you got any plugs you want to make?
Plugs. Springfield area, be on the lookout. There's some stuff happening in the Springfield area. Got some flames coming for y'all pretty soon, working with a few people there. Western, be on the lookout, cool shit parties. Definitely coming back more than likely, Nefarious Cloud. That man is something else. What else? Let me see what else I got, Be ready for that fashion show, December 3rd, up at Western, PPMT. What else do I got? Just be on the lookout. I'm a fan of movies, so I like to, throw out little something from here to there. So be on the lookout when I post stuff on the Snapchat, Instagram, Whitey Sosa 21, I think it's _21, something like that. Gigi Whitey So on Instagram. I'll be on Facebook, Whitey. Yeah. That's the nickname y'all know. Y'all gave it to me. So But yeah, that's basically all I got. You know, that's all I can think of off the top of the dome right now.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming in.
You know, anytime. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
homie, what? Got the beanie.
Yeah,
on, too.
got gifted this new collection. Go and cop that.
Woo.
They can get that on the website, right? Right now.
I think. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Thomas. Is it on the website? Is it? Oh yeah.
Come in.
Come on. Yo.
It's T guys.
Man, D-Lo, what's up, y'all? Is it is it on the website? Yes or no?
I know it's gonna be coming out next week.
Next week.
Yeah, next week
Next
Saturday.
week.
Next week Saturday.
Saturday.
God give to brand.us.
Y'all gonna see me rocking it on campus. Y'all gonna see all this week me wearing all God gifted.
All God gifted.
Don't do it to me. Oh my God. So that's what you can expect for like the next week. Saturday. Saturday's the release.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working hard. We want to pull out the recap video. We just gave Trey Burke.
Oh yeah, I told him about
Tell me,
that.
tell me.
Off my back. Here,
Yeah.
take it. You real large, take it.
And this feels good though, for real. You know, just to have that monkey off our back. We've
Right.
been planning it for a while,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
and now just from an idea to fruition.
Exactly.
So
So big stuff coming.
Yes, sir.
Right.
It's coming, sir.
The entire God gifted team.
Yes, sir. You know, we gotta show them all. Do a spin real quick. Do a spin real quick. Oh man, God is love. Oh man. Oh, no. Phil God.
too.
Phil got customers too. Oh, it's time. Get me out of here. It's time to
All right,
go.
we're gonna wrap it up and stay in tune for the next interview.
Hi, Mom. Yes, sir.